on that hand. Not the best return throws either.
This has been the problem today. Is that yes, there's been some that have kept low, but every now and again one or two have bounced. This one to Mohamed Wazim bounced as well. It's wrapped him on the glove, but could so easily have gone back onto the stumps. As is so often the case on a used pitch, the ball tends to start going up and down.
Well, the Bangalore Tigers only need to be going in 5.5 runs and over. There's really no scoreboard pressure here. They do have all the time in the world to take. I think it's going to take mistakes for the Bangalore Tigers to lose this game from here on. It should be pretty regulation. Bat it out and chase the small total down.
That'll be 4. That will be 4. Chance taken and it's paid off for Mohamed Wazim.
Not where he intended it. Mohamed Wazim coming down the track, gets a thick edge over the keeper's head. He picks up 4 runs. But this is the issue, HD. That one went over the keeper's head. The next one might go into a fielder's hand. So where's the fine line between taking those risks?
Well, there's an appeal, but he might be a little bit on the high side. That's the danger. He sees that it's going to be short. He thinks he's going to pull it, and the ball just squats. But the problem is that when it does keep a little bit low, it still skips on. It's not like it's slow. It skids on, which makes it very difficult for the batters. But they've still got to play positively. You can't just sit there and say, oh, we'll knock it around for 1s and 2s to try and win the game, because all of a sudden the required rate goes up to 6, 7. You then lose a wicket or 2, and you put an awful amount of pressure on those coming in. Nicely played. Single will end the that day over. 5 gone, 23 for 1. It's going to keep going.
Part of the run today, Marcus Stoinis helped his team get to 110. That's after being dropped on 4. Bad doing his job with the ball. He's going to need to pick up a few wickets for his side. 4 runs off his first over.
Just a little bit close to cut. Now, this is the final over of the power play. There's been plenty of support from the family of the various players and owners of the league. Failed to miss a game. Looking at Stoinis' option to do is not bowl the right inside the power play. What a wicket taker Sunil Narine is. Know the damage that he did in the previous match. And so he will come in after the power play, and that will be a match-defining moment, because he can win the game in the blink of an eye. 3 for 5 against the Nationals in match 7.
It'll be really interesting to see how he goes. smoked around the ground in that first game, bowled exceptionally well, but he got a lot of help from the wicket in the last game as well. So we'll have to see if the surface gives him that return that he got against the Toronto National.
Here's the call. That'll only be one. Parker is not happy. Now, is there a hamstring or an ankle or something, but he is not happy at all. Wanted to, called for two, and then hobbled the last meter or so. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is a hamstring.
Picked up a quick one at the right there, right in front of Storness. He pulls up. It's a hot day out there today as well, very humid. We're reaching almost 30 degrees. And they had a really strenuous workout this morning, the Bangla Tigers. It wasn't a very easy warm-up in this heat.
Mike Hazen and I were chatting a little bit earlier today before play while watching them do their warm-ups and saying, well, that quite often leads to early retirements. The warm-ups. Once you get to a certain age, it's the one thing you don't want to do. You want to play, but you don't want to warm up. This might very well be a hamstring. We hope it's not, and maybe it's just a little bit of cramp.
I can tell you when I played, the warm-up was the one thing that I hated the most. I mean, you're out there for 40 minutes, you're sweating it out. You need each of those calories for the game. You need that energy for the game. And then you go and you sit in the dugout for the next 15 minutes before the game starts.
I think it's ebbed and flowed as well, hasn't it? Because originally, if we talk back to the 50s and the 60s, it would just be run once around the ground, a couple of star jumps, and away we go. Then it got to a point where it actually used to, the coaches would have arrived at the ground before the sun had come up, and it looked like a learner driver's school. There were big cones absolutely everywhere. Now it's got to the point where the coaches are starting to understand, look, we need to make sure that they're actually warm for the start of play and not warm for a cup of tea and to read the paper. I think it was just a little bit of crap because he's making his way gingerly to the other side.
Yes, still grimacing. And this is, unfortunately, the situation with the associate players, the Canadian players. It's so hard to get your chances. And when you've gotten your chance, you want to make the most of it. He's going to try and push himself as hard as he can, make the most of this chance that he's gotten today.
Final ball of the power play. And in their pursuit of 102, I think they'll take that power play, the Bangla Tigers. It's 26 for 1.
Pizza looks good. It is lunchtime. After lunchtime. Something oddly satisfying about a good pizza, isn't there?
Right, now we are going to see what happens here. The end of the power play. And I think they would feel they've had a half-decent one. The Tigers, good delivery to get rid of Gurbaz. From there on in, it's just been steady. Mohamed Wasim has looked to be aggressive on the odd occasion, but most of the time, they just look to knock it around and make sure that they don't lose too many in the power play. But now, they have Narayan to deal with.
Campaigner in the T20 world of cricket, 519 matches. And he's got a lot of variations. Not the easiest bowlers to pick. This strike rate, though, HD, that both of the batters are going at. Wazim, 57. Target, 62.5. Like you said, you want to make sure that required run rate stays in check. They don't leave too much for the end.
Oh, he said no, he said no, he said no. But Mohamed Wazim ran anyway. And unfortunately, the keeper couldn't gather it cleanly. And so Parget's got home, but he never wanted the run.
He's hobbling over. He would have been gone by a long shot. He survived thanks to some luck from the keeper. But he is in some pain out there. He might actually make this injury worse if he doesn't try and get off.
He is better off going off the ground, to be honest. Because the one thing you can do is you can also ruin the rhythm of the other batter, who may need the singles to build his innings. And so he really is better off making his way off the ground. There's plenty of others in the hunt. Iftikhar Ahmed, but this should have been out. Ball comes in, and then keeper can't find the ball. Where is it? Where is it? I need it. It's there. And eventually, down it goes. There's Iftikhar Ahmed, there's Shakib Al-Hassan, there's Curtis Camphor, there's David Visa. They've got plenty of batting. And I must admit, I'm a little bit concerned with the way they're going about this run chase. I know the required rate is under 6 to the over, but there's not a huge amount of urgency to it. And I just worry that you get yourself into a position where maybe 15 are needed of the last 3 overs, and suddenly someone bowls a good over and gets a couple of wickets, and you leave yourself with a lot to do in the last over. I still want to be positive and to say, right, let's go and win this in the 15th over.
Well, Pargat Singh is getting some more strapping on that leg of his. Looks like he's going to stay out there. Jaguars managing just 101 this morning, thanks to some really good bowling from the Bangla Tigers. Decent start from the Tigers, but you're absolutely right, especially if you lose a couple of wickets. When you're going at four runs and over, yeah, you don't need a lot more than that. A couple of wickets really changes things. That momentum's gone. Then you're rebuilding.
Well, there's a saying in sport, beware the injured man. Think of the great Malcolm Marshall bowling with a fractured forearm against England, bowling them out. Gordon Greenwich got a double 100 when he was injured. That might be out. That might be out and is. And I think, with the greatest of respect, that might suit the Bangla